keep up what's going on. I want to know what T.I. is doing. And I felt so bad, man. You know, when I mentioned Mr. Tawheed Epps in a lecture I gave, and the poor brother walking the streets of Oakland, where one of our big leaders resides, who nobody in East Oakland knows, but it's known all over the community in Muslim Journal. And but Oakland is such a dangerous city that they steal the journalists' cameras. But poor Mr. Epps, what's his name? 2 Chainz. Now the beast got him with 2 Chainz. His intelligence, and see how they laughing at us? They laughing at us. They're saying, you are Tawheed, oneness, we're going to give you 2 Chainz on your mind, your intelligence. That's what the beast, now remember, this is the beast that put him out there. This is the beast that put Russell Simmons out there. These are not human beings. These are people that don't have any feeling. They laugh at us. Poor 2 Chainz had a security guard walking the streets of Oakland. I think it was in San Francisco. Walking the street. The security ain't got no guns. He got gold all on him. And poor Chainz was seen running this way, the guard running that way. I said, y'all tell 2 Chainz they need some FOI with him. I mean, come on back to Tawheed. He looked like some type of gorilla. Wow, look at, you know, T.I., poor Nicki Minaj, he looked like she'd come out of a funny farm somewhere. They're just making fun of us. They're laughing at us. But you, dear people, we have an opportunity to call them. See, you know what it would do in the south side of Chicago? We had a meeting, had the public address at Soldiers Field. Do you know what it would do for the people in this city? That's the kind of meetings we got to have in the next 3 to 4 years. We got to have huge meetings. We need to convince, next year we should work for 20, 30,000 people, 14, 50,000 each year. But if each and every one of y'all get those people's names now, we're calling on you. Make sure your number don't even disconnect it. I love you, I don't have all the pretense here. Dear people, I would frankly would like to see all your telecommunication systems connected so we could have a movement. But no, I don't do that. So I don't have the preacher's art of the technology. So, but I frankly want us to work hard to go and get our people. First, to get our people. People in the associate Imam Deputy Muhammad to take another look at Imam Deputy Muhammad. They don't know Imam Muhammad. Most of us don't. Because they've been going to one of the massages most of the time. They have the same effect that poor Michael Jackson had after Dr. Murray got out. That's what has happened. Because the imams, for the most part, in these massages, are not teaching community. Imam Muhammad said that Shahadatain is as important as community. The Salat, that's all it's telling you, community. Everything is community. The whole Hajj ritual, the 7 times around the Kaaba, the house, community. Running 7 times between Marwa and Safa, the community. Hajj was running because you was one of the community. The killing of the 4 animals for sacrifice, community. Everything was celebrated. That's the ideology. The fasting, bring you back to your human nature. Zakat, human economy. See, we practice real Islam among our people. We would eliminate poverty. Do you know I think it was in 10 years after the Prophet, poverty was eliminated. They said they didn't have nobody. They had no more people that was reported as being poor. So much so that you who oppose modernists and not called Marx remarked in a letter to England that Muhammad has overthrown the ruling class in Mecca. That's what Karl Marx, the rabbi, said. See, isn't it funny? Fraud, a rabbi's son. And the thing that hurt me the most was a man I used to look up to. I was one of these tense and intellectual. Jean Paul Sartre, he taught all against God. That hurt me. I heard he was going to the shul, to the synagogue. This man is the father of existentialism. I mean, the God of existentialism. Cornel West would probably die and go to heaven just to look at him. I mean, you read in Race Balance how he just praised these white folks. I mean, like they're gods. Stanley Aronowitz. He said none that black folk have produced anything of worth except Toni Morrison and black preaching, black music. Is that any different from people saying all y'all are soul folk, all y'all are doing is giving to emotion? He dismissed all the great scholars. Du Bois was nothing, he said. Boy, he won't come around me and say that. None of them. But if we go out and challenge these people, see that Minister Malcolm, whatever you can say, as a good figure, challenged the thinkers of his era. And guess what? No one has succeeded. We haven't had any leader to come after Minister Malcolm under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Imam who will challenge the thinkers of his damn time. We're seeking now to go to Oxford University. I think we're supposed to have an interview with Suleiman Yang tomorrow. But he is arranging for me to go to Oxford University where I'm going to deliver a lecture on our community. The emergence of a new people. Now, I got support from other scholars doing this now. I'm going boldly to tell the, Oxford University, that is a citadel. That's where the Queen and King and the rulers of the world come. We're going to go to that election. Malcolm challenged it. Malcolm had an 8th grade education. When they challenged, they bowed. We need to put these now in cage before the public. First before our public. Challenge. Stay out of prisons. Go to the elementary schools. Go to the high school, go to the good neighbors, where God calls the Mutaqin, the one who is revered God, revered his family. And I remember a lot of these young brothers who are out here in the street, a lot of these brothers who even may be in criminal lifestyle, they really are not criminals at heart. They're just misguided trying to be somebody. I talk to them all the time. My wife will tell you, she's here. Look here, bro, you ain't supposed to be a crip, y'all want a crip. I told him, I said, look, man, you need to put your pants a little tight. You need a balance. And I just gave him a hug. I wasn't putting him down. No, that's my brother. That's my son. The prophet said you will never go enter paradise until you have faith, and you will never have faith till you love one another. Remember them. Remember your people. Remember the ones who are chilling, who still are broken. Look at poor brother just blew his brains out. Right active. It ain't because his life is a failure. The collective ego looks as a failure. African Americans are more disillusioned since President Obama come in and then before. Because they thought President Obama was going to come in on Air Force One and drop food stamps in the ghettos. And give jobs out. That's what our people are looking for. That's what our people are looking for. They think that that's what our poor people are looking for. The 50-year anniversary was about that. A massive begathon. They're not talking about putting factories up. What we're saying is Procter & Gamble's and others leave us alone. Walmart, leave us alone. Tyson's Chicken, leave us alone. Let us produce our own halal chicken. Let us get that $90 billion. Right. And we'll put a million people to work. We'll put men to work. We'll build up St. Paul's College instead of closing them up. We'll build Fisk University up instead of closing it up. The AME can't take it over. We'll be responsible for it. I know what the Baptist and AME board said when they see the movement, the mob. Yeah, Doc, I'm going to tell you something. We got to do something. We got to start this place. I think Doc, I'm going to stop driving my car like that. I just got that business, Doc. I'm going to sell that man. The Muslims were coming down on us, and they just talked about it.